So yesterday we did an introduction of Ethereum tokens, and we also saw the difference between different coins and tokens. So we said that coins refers to any cryptocurrency that has a standalone or independent blockchain. So coins are embedded or are created together with a particular blockchain. And then we also saw that sometimes coins are also called altcoin. It's an alternative of Bitcoin. And then we talked about what tokens are. So we said tokens are unique outlay of a broader smart contract platform like in Ethereum. So tokens run in a blockchain. They are powered by a particular blockchain like Ethereum, Eve, or Matic, or Zero. Yeah. Then we also talked about consensus mechanism, and we talked about of the two popular consensus mechanism, and that is proof of work and proof of stake. So there are other consensus mechanism. Yesterday I was listening to ETH-CC4. ETH-CC4, I think it's Ethereum Community Conference 4. I think that's the meaning of the ETH-CCC. And I was listening to Vitalik talking about proof of humanity. And proof of humanity is more on how things can be created to serve humanity, like in terms of COVID, in terms of COVID, and also in terms of like NGOs, and also in terms of showing humanity, like those things that are related to humanity. Yeah. And we also talked about proof of capacity. We talked about proof of elapsed time. We talked about the zero knowledge based proof. And then we talked about proof of authority and proof of activity. So I mentioned something about two types of tokens. I mentioned about utility tokens and security tokens. So every coin has a basis on how they are created. So today we will do that. We will do utility versus security token. So these are some of the notes like I had when we were developing the Ubri coin, and I believe they still apply today. So we have actually seen what are tokens. We have defined what are tokens, and cryptocurrency. We have also seen the difference between the difference between a coin and a token, and we have also given some examples on tokens. So we can also think of a token as a token represents a security or utility that a company has, and they usually give it away on their investors during a public sale called ICO. And in the case of utility token, and STO in the case of security tokens. So we have, I had mentioned about initial coin offering, and we have actually seen and participated in different ICOs. So ICOs are initial coin offerings are basically crowd sales, the cryptocurrency version of crowdfunding. The ICOs have been truly revolutionary and have also managed to accomplish amazing tasks. Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm still sharing the other screen. Okay, so hope you can see my Word doc now. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so they have been able to like accomplish a lot of tasks, And one of the major accomplishments is that they have provided the simplest path by which DApp developers can get the required funding for their projects. So this is another way of like crowdfunding your project, and it's a good one. Then anyone can be able to invest, can become invested in a project they are interested in by purchasing the tokens of that particular DApp and become a part of the projects themselves. So we are talking about work tokens. Yeah. So those are work tokens, and it's another type of coin. Yeah. So we have also seen how ICOs work. So this one I won't go into details on how ICO works, because somebody gives out a NIV and then you are able to get a token. Like let's say we have a crowd raising or an ICO for BNB, that is Binance token. So you will need to send ETH and then you will be able to receive the BNB. So it works the same. So if you are looking for a way to like crowdfund your project, it's a good way. And it's also like, it's just the traditional way of raising or selling shares so that people can become part of your company. But this one, this time you are doing it on a large scale, and not in a large scale, but in a global scale where there is no limitation. Because with shares, there is limitation. If you purchase a share like a preferred share or a preferred share, the shares are actually there is also no security, because you generally don't have a way that you can be able, there is no guarantee that this particular share will actually rise or the company will go to IPO. But for blockchain, you are guaranteed that even if I'm holding this cryptocurrency, it's worth this amount, and nobody is in control. So there is a kind of a guarantee that this coin will appreciate in time. Yeah, so that is ICOs. Then we have now the question actually which Damalis was asking on how does a token gain value. So before we continue and classify our token, we will need to like look at what functions a token can serve in order to gain value. So there is this guy called William points out in his new.
Hello?
Yes.
I just a quick question.
Yes.
The ICOs, the initial coin offering, and this the whitelist, is it the same thing or it's something completely different? The whitelist where I think you apply, and then you're chosen.
It is. If you go into details on ICOs, they are actually kind of let me see, they are kind of 4 stages. Initial stages, ICO stages. ICO stages. So there are ICO stages. We have the one for whitelisting. ICO. ICOs. So ICO. So there are like four types of stages. Three. So the first one is pre-sale. Okay. Yeah, this one is a better way. So we have the private sale, we have the pre-sale, and then we have the crowd sale, and they have different timeline, or sorry. So every stage of a token, or every stage of the crowdfunding process involves, the first one is the pre-sale, so the private sale. So the private sale, let's say I have an idea, and I do trust you guys, like you do trust, I do trust you, and I know that you guys can be able to like invest in my idea. So I can come to you, Damalis, and do a private sale for you. So I'll tell you that I'm creating this particular project. I have this particular project, and I want your funding. So, and mostly private sales are done to VCs, venture capitalists. They are the ones who actually see the potential of a project, and also some of your close friends. You normally start your business. It's only in Africa where you don't tell your friends what you do. But private sale is basically meant for friends, close friends, people who are in your circle, who really trust and believe in you. They can participate in a private sale. So in a private sale, they normally do whitelisting. So that whitelisting is like a booking. I'm booking for this particular amount of coins. It's like a booking. So you give out your money, and then as we wait for the ICO or for the pre-sale. So that is generally what means to whitelist people. So whitelisting is like a booking, like this particular. So if I've whitelisted your, I've actually whitelisted your names in my schedules. So I normally know that I have a class with these two people. So that is I've whitelisted, or I've booked, I've been able to like mark on a list. So the moment I start doing a private sale, I can go check in that Damalis will actually invest in this company. Ambrose will do the same. That is whitelisting. It normally happens in private sale or pre-sales, and also even for crowd sale. Yeah. So yeah, so these are the three stages. The three types of ICO routes are learning successions. So you can have the first one as a private sale, then pre-sale, then crowd sale. Yeah, and then during the pre-sale, you can do the private sale. You can do the whitelisting of different addresses. So these addresses will be the first bunch, or first group of people, or the first group of investors who actually invested in your idea in the initial stages. Yeah. So depending with the context of the organizational the occasion, whitelisting can also mean different things. But if you're talking about ICOs or crowdfunding, then it's during the private sale or pre-sale, and the crowd sale. So you can do whitelisting for all those. Yeah. I hope that one has is clear. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. So whitelisting is just like marking on booking. You book like the first seat, so that if you, but there are other coins that really go on like airdrops. For airdrops, you really don't need some airdrop don't really need whitelisting, because the only thing you need to do is it goes in a first come first serve basis for something like airdrop, or yeah. So the first one, the first person to claim an airdrop will be the first one to be served. But for the other concept that is on the ICO, you really need to do a whitelisting. Yeah. So there are people who there are other airdrops which really like they really look at whether you are whitelisted or whether you participated. Like for the one for ETH Denver, for Spoke DAO, the ones they were given, they actually really looked at the addresses, email addresses of people who actually participated, and they whitelisted those emails. So those people who participated and they won an award in they won and they also participated. So there were two conditions. If you participated and you won, there was a category for the airdrop. So those are some of the advantages of getting whitelisted early. Yeah. So yeah. So that's a way that you can be able to do in case you have a project that you really need funding for. You can use an ICO, come up with an ICO, come up with a good plan on how you can get funding. And there are various people currently right now. A lot of venture capitalists have moved into hackathons. That's why we will be able to find a lot of venture capitalists. Long before COVID came, it was really hard to actually find a venture capitalist because you have to like apply for a grant, and then they go through a documentation. But they have realized that most of these good projects are found in hackathons. So, and also for developer and people who are looking to like get crowdfunding, it's also good to like present your project in a boot camp. Yeah. So yeah, I hope that one is clear. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Nicely.
Yeah, so now we can go to the next question, of which we were talking about, and that is how does a token gain value? And so as William, there are some points William points out in his Medium article, that there are three tenets to token value, and they are the role and the feature and the purpose. So there are three tenets that you really need to like take a look at in the that actually contribute to the token value. And the first one is the role, and the other one is the features of that particular token, and then the purpose of that particular coin. So if the coin does not have a role that it plays, then so it actually creates a triangle. These two elements are actually kind of can call them elements. They actually create a triangle, and if one is missing, then that is not a complete coin or token. That is not a complete token. So we'll go and dive deeper into and look into the three tenets. And yeah, so this is the triangle that I'm talking about, and that is the token usage and value variables. So we'll take a look at the first one, and that is role. So each token role has its own set of features and purpose, which are detailed in the following table. So as you can see, this is how it has been outlined. So with role, we have write, and we have value exchange, we have toll, and then we have function and currency, and then earning, and then we have a purpose. We have bootstrapping engagement.
Mom, niko class. Nitajuta nikimaliza.
So so we have different features. We have also features, and then we have product usage. That is the features that the coin or the token provides. Like we have, let's say for example, we have an a Zero coin or an Ethereum coin. What light does it have? Is it a bootstrapping? Is it bootstrapping engagement? And what features is the coin providing? So it's providing product usage. It's providing voting and governance. It's providing access to products. It's also creating ownership. Yeah. So we can start with the first one. That is light. So by taking possession of a particular token, the holder gets a certain amount of lights. So that is the role of the first part, the role of the coin. So you get a certain amount of lights within the ecosystem. So by having a DAO coin in your possession, for example, you could have had voting lights inside the DAO to decide which project get funding and which does not get funding. You remember from the DAO attack that we were talking about. So the DAO attack or the DAO app or the DAO coin was working like the kickstart. So you had voting rights to actually decide which project is best fitted for funding, and which one really deserves to be funded. That is the light or the role of the DAO coin. Then we have the value exchange, and as you can see, we have seen the purpose and also the feature. So this light, as from what I've said, without one of the tenants or the elements, without one, then we don't have a complete token. We don't have a complete token because you have right, that is the first role of the coin, whether it's a coin for governance or voting or accessing a product. It's giving you right to access something. Then we have value. So for value, the token create an internal economic system within the confines of the project itself. So the token can help the buyer and the seller trade value within the ecosystem. That's what mostly people really focus on, and that is on trading and creating an economic creation. So the purpose of the coin is creating an economic creation, and the features that the coin provide is work reward, buying, spending, selling something, active or passive work, creating a product. So that is the value exchange, and the token can also help the buyer and the seller trade value within the ecosystem. This helps people to gain reward upon completion of a particular task. This creation and maintenance of individual internal economies are one of the most important tasks of the token, and that's how you actually you are able to see whether the coin has created a value or has a lot of value. And it's really important if a coin has a value exchange, that you can be able to exchange it for a certain value. So we have toll. Toll, it can also act as a toll gateway in order for you to use certain functionalities of a particular system. So example like Golem, you need to have GNT to gain access to the benefits of Golem supercomputers. The same case for BitTorrent token. So that you can access high-speed downloading, you need to have BitTorrent token. Also for BAT, if you or BAT token or something like I really didn't want to mention about this coin, but well, there is a coin called Bunny coin, and for you to access the entertainment world, you will kind of need Bunny coin to access the entertainment world. So it acts like a toll. The same thing for gaming. The same thing for like decentralized RAD. You need a coin to access the various decentralized world that have been created by the users of Decentraland, because that one is also a game. So may it be the features that the coin provide. For Ethereum, it provides running smart contracts. For something like Daicoin, it's a security deposit. For usage, you need usage to use. You need to pay fees. So that is the role and purpose and the feature it provides. Then we have the function of the coin or the token. So the token can also enable the holders to enrich the user experience inside the confines of the particular environment or project. So I've actually mentioned BAT. I didn't know BAT was also part of function. Yeah. So in something like in Brave browser or a web browser like Chrome, token used holders of BAT, that is the token used in Brave browser, will get the right to enrich consumers experience by using their token to add advertisement or other attention-based service on the Brave platform. So for Brave browser, you can actually tip the writers of a particular blog if they have created their blog in a way that they can be able to accept tipping. You can also, after watching an advertisement, you can be able to get incentives once you have watched an advert, and you get paid. So basically, these are some of the things that really matter in the current world, because we are spending a lot of time in social medias, in web, and yet other people are making money monetizing our data, monetizing on our data, yet we get nothing on return. So with decentralization and with a coin that has a particular function, that is, if you do a like, you get an incentive. If you do watch an advert, you will also get incentives. Yeah, so that's a function. And that function, so we have role, purpose, and feature. So enriching user experience, joining a network, connecting with users, incentive for usage. So you get incentives for using a particular platform. Yeah, so that is how coins actually create value. And then we have another one, that is currency. So can be used as a store of value. So especially this one applies for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is a store of value, and there is normally there is less of function, and there is less of function in Bitcoin, and there is less of toll and value of exchange. I think it's there, it's available in Bitcoin, and it also has like a light. Yeah, but yeah, so value of exchange, it will act as a currency now, as a store of value, which can be used to conduct transaction both inside and outside the given ecosystem. So if it's able to act as a currency, you see now the ecosystem actually broadens, because you won't be like using it in the confines of that particular environment or that particular ecosystem. Yeah, and basically most coins which have an independent blockchain are able to like act as currencies. Then we have earnings. So earnings helps in the equitable distribution of profits or other related financial benefits among investors in a particular project. So how does this actually help in token valuation? In order to become more valuable, a token must fulfill more than one of these property. In fact, more properties that a token have, the higher its valuation. So from what we have seen, if a currency has all these properties, all this property, then it becomes more valuable, and it becomes more valuable, and it becomes easy to actually to want to have to hold it. Yeah. So that's how some of these tokens actually gain value, and like I have said, price or value is a consequence of utility. If a particular token does not have a lot of utility, then the coin will not have that bigger value. It may be created centuries or years or eons of years, but the coin does not have utility. If it doesn't have utility, it won't be valuable. So that's how value is created. Before Ambrose joined, I was talking about a piece of art, and a piece of art back then. I think it was in 2018. So somebody sold a banana peel sticked in a wall using a cell tape, $1 million. And that banana peel actually became a utility. it had more utility than the banana peel, which was dropped down.
Yes.
But as they say, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. The same case as art. That is art. If you see the kind of art which is sold a lot of millions, people even buy recycled plastic called paper bags. Recycled paper bags millions. Yeah. But if somebody sees a utility in such, then that's what makes it valuable. So those are the properties that you really need to take a look at the coin. So the more if a coin has a lot of properties, the token can have higher. It becomes higher in value. So now we have known what now we know what a token is, and how a company distributes a token, and where a token can gain value from. So yeah, still we will have to hold a little bit further before we dive deep into utility and security token. So it is very important to know that to know what Howey test is as we dive into this. So there's a lot of research, and how they were able to come up with classification of the various token, whether a token is utility or a security token, and it has to pass the Howey test. Just a minute. So Howey test in 1946, the Supreme Court handled a monumental case, and that was the case. The case was Sek versus Howey, which would lay down the foundation for the now infamous Howey test. The case was about establishing a test of whether a particular arrangement involves an investment contract or not. So to keep a long story short, two Florida-based corporate defendants offered a real estate contract for tracts of land with citrus groves. So the defendant offered buyers the option of leasing any purchased land back to the defendant, who would then tend to the land and harvest, pull, and market the citrus. So as most of the buyers were not farmers and did not have agricultural expertise, they were happy to lease the land back to the defendant. So however, This was deemed illegal by the US Securities and Exchange, that is Exchange Commission, the SEC. And the defendant were purportedly sued. So according to the SEC, the defendant broke the law by not filing a securities registration statement. Upon investigating the defendant's lease back and finding that it was indeed security, the Supreme Court made a true landmark decision. They developed a test which will be used to determine whether a certain transaction is an investment contract or not. So if it is, then it will be subjected to securities registration and requirement. They said the said transaction will be called an investment contract if it really fulfills the following criteria. So if it is an investment of money, the investment is in a common enterprise. There is an expectation of profit from the work of the promoters or the third party. So the term common enterprise is open to interpretation. However, many federal courts have defined a common enterprise as a horizontal enterprise where the investors pool in their money and asset to invest a project. Even though the original Harvey test used the term money, later cases expanded that to include other investment and assets other than money. So plus there is another important thing to consider while determining securities. The profit that comes from the investment is it in the investor's control or is it completely out of it? So if it is not in the investor's control, the asset is declared as security. So however, how is this relevant for ICOs and token? So if the token meets all the three aforementioned criteria, then it is regarded as security. And all these three elements have to be meant for a coin to be classified as security. So there are other alternative tests apart from Howey's test. You can actually learn more about them. And if a cryptocurrency or a token really meets this, if it is an investment of money, if you are investing money, and if the investment is in a common enterprise that you are investing in, and then there is an expectation of profit from the work of the promoters or the third party. So if there is expectation of profit, then the coin is classified as a security. And for utility tokens, the elements of a utility tokens are here aforementioned here above. That is the light, the value, the exchange, toll, functions, and currency and earning. So this one, you can also think of these properties as properties of a utility token. So some will be in security. Some of these properties can be found in security, because as right all access to voting or governance or ownership will be, I think, will be part of the right or the role. Yeah. So yeah, there are other tests. So you can learn more about the test that was created, and so that they are able to able to classify tokens as security or utility. And this is one. So there is a company called Blue Sky, and yeah. So you can learn about this case and how it's actually did. And they also did a Harvey test on the DAO token sale case. So yeah, so the DAO developer said that they are all these decentralized projects, and there is no way for them to get funding because they need money to make money. So yeah, that is a case you can be able to lead. And I think we can skip this part so that we can go into the types of token. Yeah. So you can learn more about this. So we have actually seen, if you read more about this, I'll share this one so that you can be able to read more about it. And yeah, so because of the application of a test, there was an investment of money, a common enterprise with the expectation of profit primarily from the efforts of the other. So why was this investigation and ruling done in the first place? Well, it was because of the infamous DAO hack. We have covered this in details before, but just to give an overview, there was a flaw. There was a flaw in the DAO smart contract. The hacker exploited the flaw, and to execute a reentrancy attack, and over $50 million worth of ETH was siphoned away. So this one you can get and read more about it, and yeah. So now we know what tokens are and what the Howey test is, and we will need to now go and dive into the types of tokens. So according to the SEC and FNMA, they have broken down tokens into two broad categories, and that is utility token and then security tokens. So utility tokens, because most of the ICOs are investment opportunity in the company itself, most tokens qualify as securities. However, the token does not qualify according to the Howey test. Then it's classified as a utility token. So those tokens simply provide users with a product and all service. So think of them like gateway tokens. They give you access to a particular service or product in the company. So since there is an upper cap on the maximum token availability, the value of token may go up because of the supply and demand equation. So supply and demand is quite easy to understand, and the idea is that the more the demand for an asset, lesser will be its supply, and that is going to shoot up its price. So this these are graph explaining the equilibrium price and equilibrium of quantity, and this is the quantity and this is the price, and then we have the market supply curve, and where the price and quantity meet is where now there is an equilibrium. So where the both curves intersect is the equilibrium. So how utility tokens work, as according to Jeremy, the CEO of Never Stop Marketing, it's can be explained as this. So you give holders a right to use the network. So you also give holders a right to take advantage of the network by voting. Utility tokens are handed down to the most popular form of token out there, mainly because of the 2017 ICO boom. So companies have used these utility tokens to raise millions of dollars in funding. However, that's just one of the roles that they fulfill. They help in building an internal economy within the system. So Civic pays its user to verify identity and create a attestation within their blockchain. They can give the holders to take advantage of a network by voting in it. Think of any blockchain that has a proof of stake model. So once you have locked up a stake in the network, you have the power to vote on the network's overall well-being. And mostly that's what most of the blockchain are doing. They are giving you right to vote on an overall on different proposals and different amendments on the blockchain. So the most popular example of utility token is the ERC20 token Ethereum standard. To know more about, you can I will explain if we will be able to have time. I have some notes on how we can get to know the different types of ERC20 tokens and how they work. So the ERC20 standard has been used by companies to build tokens for their dApps and launch their ICOs. So yeah, something like Uniswap is a dApp, and Uniswap has created a Uniswap so that they can be able to raise money for their project. So we have some examples of utility tokens, and that is Filecoin. So Filecoin is used currently. It's being used in textile and Filecoin. So Filecoin is being used in textile and it's been used in textile, IPFS, and yeah. So this is the website for Filecoin. It's a decentralized storage network designed to store humanity's most important information. So it's been used in IPFS and also textile, and also in textile. So you can actually read more and learn more about Filecoin and its utility. And yeah, as you can see, they also have other proof of replication and proof of space-time. So this one verifies that entire entity of a file is being stored and altered over the agreed upon duration. And then this one is another proof of replication. So you can verify the verifies the agreed upon number of copies of a file are being stored. So this one is the number of copies that you would want to duplicate or to store. The number of duplicates that you would want to store. So this is how you can be able to now, like for your case damages, if you want to have a proof of replication in your design, in your civil engineering design, you can use this one as proof of replication and also proof of space-time. Yeah, so this one actually, if you can set the rules depending with the number of people you want your file to have access to. And yeah, so that is Filecoin. It's a utility token, and you can see its use case. So utility is also the same as use case. Then we have Sia coin and Civic coin. This one I really don't know. I really don't know what they do. But you can do more research on it and see what it does. Yeah. Then now we have security tokens, and so what exactly are security tokens? And so a crypto token that passes the Harvey test is deemed as a security token if it's an investment of money and if there is profit that is expected. So is deemed a security token. This usually derive their value from an external tradable assets, because the token are deemed as security. They are subject to federal securities and regulations. So in simple term, a token is classified as a security token when there is an exception of profit from the effort of others. So if the ICO does not follow certain regulation, then they could be subject to penalties. However, if all the regulations are properly met, then these tokens have immensely powerful use cases. So security token equals investment contract. So it's an investment contract at it is and it's very essential. A security token is an investment contract which represent legal ownership of a physical or a digital assets like a real estate, ETFs, and others. So this ownership must be verified within the blockchain. So mainly security tokens work well when there is a physical or a digital or physical or a digital assets that is in place. And then we have, after the ownership is verified, security token holders can trade away their tokens for other assets, use them as collateral for a loan, and store them in different wallets. So yeah, you can actually use security tokens for loans, for exchanging assets, and yeah. So as the name actually suggests, it's a security, like you need a security for a particular assets. So having said that, the true value in security token lies in how they can completely redefine the meaning of ownership. They can democratize asset and distribute them among people all over the world. So to give an example of a very crude example, instead of owning a gold coin, which may be out of a lot of people's budget, it is now possible for 100 people to own fractions of that gold coin. Yeah, that is it. So you can kind of co-own something together with a bunch of people. Yeah, or you can be able to like own a house in Florida without even being a citizen of the US. And since they're security tokens, they still have regulation that you need to follow. Yeah. So what regulations are security tokens subjected to? So this is according to Anthony. Anthony does an admirable job of explaining the kind of regulations that security tokens will be subjected to in his article. So you can read more on about his article. So according to him, because security tokens are subjected to federal security regulation, they are compliant from the first day itself. So in the US, security tokens need to follow this kind of regulation. So there is regulation D, and regulation D will allow a particular offering to avoid being registered by the SEC provided Form D has been filled by the creator after the securities have been sold. The individual who is offering this security may solicit offerings from investors in compliance with Section 506 C. So what does Section 5C? So there's a lot of regulations which have been created by the US government so that they can actually govern security tokens, and they have to be followed. So there is regulation D, A, S. So for our case here in Africa, I don't think there is something to do with regulation of any token. I don't think there is a country which has come up with a legal framework on how they can regulate any kind of token, unless they have what do they have? They only have committees, and they normally call them committees, and there is another name for such. So a committee which is supposed to come up with such regulations. So as you can see, security tokens are subjected to three types of regulation. That is regulation D, regulation A plus, and regulation S. And yeah, so just as a note, in his Anthony's articles, there is a above summaries and his interpretation. Yeah, so you can learn more about these regulations. Yeah, so some examples of some of the security tokens are the SIA coin. SIA coin. So SIA has two tokens. So SIA coins, which is a utility token, and SIA FAD. So and then we also have another one called Polymath, which is a security token. So this one is an authorized asset manager of collective. So as you can see, they are regulated by Swiss and also FNMA. They are also regulated by FNMA. So this is their websites. And then we have this one is the official one. And then we have another one, Polymath. Is a security token solution. This one. Yeah. So you can actually take a look at it and see what kind of securities and things that really which are they provide. Yeah. So yeah, you can learn more about what they are offering and what they do. So that is Polymath. And then we have this other one, which is blockchain capital. Blockchain capital. So is a blockchain venture pioneer, and yeah. So this one was also founded in 2013. And yeah, so as you can see, there is a lot of coins. But it all depends on the utility of the coin, whether it's security, and also whether it's a security. And we have also said that the more properties a coin has, the more variable it becomes. Yeah, so we can actually take a look at Polymath and see its value. So you see, at least it's doing a little bit better than other coins that I know. Yeah. So it's ranked number 182. It's doing well than a coin I created. Yeah. So we will to wrap up this utility versus token, we'll see the difference between utility token and security. And also, as you can see, there is also so we'll compare them based on purpose, expectations, and potentiality of scam, and also the regulation status of the coins. So the purpose mainly for utility tokens is helping in funding ICO, and also creates an internal economy within the project's blockchain. Holding it will also give the user certain voting rights within the ecosystem. So for security tokens, it's vice versa. So an investment contract, which represents legal ownership of a physical digital assets that has been verified within the blockchain. So any physical or digital asset that has been verified within the blockchain. Then we have expectation. So there is no relationship between the value of the token and the current state of the company's valuation. So there is no like there is no relationship, or there is no direct relationship. So for example, for like this one, the one that I'm talking about, this Ubri coin. So Ubri coin is the value of Ubri coin is actually very low, and it's ranked number 2000. It's one of the coins which is down below. So Ubri coin, it doesn't have any relationship with the company itself, that is Ubrica. It doesn't have any relationship with the company. So if the coin goes up, it doesn't necessarily mean that that the value of the company will go up. So there is no direct relationship. The same case for companies like I think Tesla. It doesn't mean because Tesla is using or SpaceX is using Bitcoin in their system, doesn't mean that the current share of Tesla will actually go up. So they don't have a connection with they don't have a relationship with the company. So the token's value is tied directly to the company. So the company must have value. It must have value. So the more valuable the company, the more valuable its token will be. So that's how security tokens are like. So I'll actually take a look at the Luna crypto, or the US. You said it's UST.
Yeah, UST. I think it's called the UST.
UST.
It's the Terra, I think, blockchain, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
And then Luna and UST are the tokens.
Okay. I'll check it because it seems like it might be. It looks like it can be a security token or something. Yeah. Because yeah. So tomorrow we will be mooning. This is awesome. So this is another guy I normally listen to. It's Ivan on Tech, and so this is a major update. Ethereum they are doing an Ethereum is forking tomorrow, and we will be mooning. So or there will be a hard dump. So I think I should wait. We should wait and moon together. We shouldn't wait for Bezos flight, for Bezos rocket, so we can moon with it. Or there will be a hard dump. So don't know what's your take on that.
Can you like elaborate forking?
So forking, I think I did mention about forking and hard fork and forking. So forking is or hard fork. There is two types of hard forking or soft. There are two types of forking. So the first one is hard fork. So hard fork is a really big change. It's a big change. So normally WhatsApp do their forking on when they do an update. and then they can have like a major. So that is a soft forking. The moment they tell you to update to a newer version, which they have actually added some few features. But a hard fork is a change that they can never go back. So Ethereum is actually on the it was supposed ETHCC happened last week, so it's this week. So this week is when they are doing the hard fork, and this means that they will be now moving to proof of stake, and they can never go back to proof of work. So it's a major it's a big hard forking. It's a big
Is that what they had called Ethereum 2.0?
Yeah, that's what they will be calling Ethereum 2.0. And one of the big change was to move to proof of stake, and the other major change was to move to proof of stake. And then if you listened to what Vitalik was talking about in ETHCC, there is something that he's talking about, and he kind of complained and kind of lamented on how the different social networks really look like. So let me give a brief explanation of what this really means. And I think that is the reason why the Ethereum price has been skyrocketing of late. So what it means that, and also the God. So
I personally, I think it will more.
yeah.
Because most of us fear Ethereum due to fees.
Yeah, it will more.
The time I went to send I was sending $400. That is $400 of Ethereum, and the gas fees were $10,000.
Yeah, they were really bad. The gas fee was really bad. Actually, I received like I also did the same, and I feared actually withdrawing. So on March I received a reward, and it's worth a lot of money because it's 3 ethers, and I've been holding it. I really want to do something with the 3 ETH, and I've been holding it because I never wanted to like exchange it into fiat, because the gas price was also very high. So I was imagining I will withdraw this and I will get this, and then I will kind of lose, and then let me just wait for Ethereum 2.0 and wait for the gas fee to be low. Plus, at the same time, I'm thinking of updating the Ubricoin smart contract, and the price is also high for deployment. So I'm like, what? So I'm having a lot of major development in which I really want to take in Ethereum, because people are really familiar with Ethereum. But some of this development nilikuwa nimezipeleka kwa Cero, because the gas fee is really fair there at Cero, and also with Polkadot also, it's the gas price are really fair, and then the transactions don't take that much time. So yeah, so I was trying to explain about some of the major reasons. So last week, I don't know whether it's last week, I was listening to Vitalik last night. Let me share this link. So this one was in June 4. It's the podcast on Ethereum 2.0. That was in June. So this one was on July last actually it's last 2 weeks ago, on 21st. So let me share this one so that you can also go and listen to him talk about things that really matter outside the DeFi. So DeFi are good. DeFis are good because the finance guy are doing something great, which the banks are not doing, but there are other things that really matter outside the DeFi. So these are some of the major things that Vitalik will be unlapping. And also, let me also share the link for this guy. His name is Ivan on Tech. So Vitalik is actually, I feel like he's more of a trade analyst. He does a lot of trade analyst, and he's able to like predict what is going to happen. And yeah, so this one I tried to do these things and study how they really work. Like the lines really confused me. I only know one straight line. Let me share the link. So that this one you
I'm
can
sure.
also, yes.
I'm sure if you investigate into Evan on tech background, he must be a forex trader.
Yeah, he's a forex trader and also a developer, because you can have two combination. You can be both, but it's always good because he's part of
because if you look
he's
at
part
it,
of this project called Moralysis. So Moralysis is a Web3 hosting services. It's a serverless place where you can be able to like host your smart contracts for building your DApp, and you can also be able to like build a DApp in like 3 minutes. Yeah. So he's part of this project, and they are the ones who have actually taught me that if you really want to invest in a project, invest in a as a developer or as a person who is looking to venture into cryptocurrency, invest in projects. So if you invest in projects, and if you're the first one to invest in project, you are likely to get higher returns than when you are actually holding the coin itself. Yeah, because for blockchain developer, and for blockchain developer especially right now, there is a what do we call it, there is a small amount, or there is high demand of developers but low supply of developers. Yeah, so most developer, if you really invest on a project as a developer or as an individual, if you invest in a project, there is a likelihood that you will get higher returns, because eventually the project will pick up, and if the project has a good utility, or it has the properties that we have talked about, especially for coins, then you will definitely have bigger leaps. So yeah, that is these guys have actually shown me that, because sometimes you may work for payment, but eventually that project picks up, and I've seen projects work like that. I've seen people really curse the day they were born, because the project later on picks up, but they were paid money, and they were part of the first or the initial developers who created such projects. And yeah, they cried, and then they said, I thought this thing was just a joke. So I'm actually waiting for that time to come for some of my friends who actually
What do you mean be part of the project?
What do I mean?
What do you mean, like be part of the project? I've not really understood what
Okay.
you mean by that.
So what I mean by project, Is it my side? Oh God, it's my side. Yeah. So by project I mean the initial stages of a project, like for example, especially for blockchain projects, there are projects that you really, as a developer, you really find that they let me show you something. LinkedIn. So there are projects that really there are projects that are really expensive, and you can never like they can never be like compensated. So like this one is a job a proposal that I got, and by recruiters, and some of these blockchain projects are really expensive. They are really expensive. So you can like spend most of your work. You can really invest a lot of your time, and you can really invest most of your time and use a lot of your energy and your brain when you are creating these particular smart contracts. So the best thing to do is you can be paid. You can either be paid until you complete the project, that is on a contract basis, or you can ask for an equity of that particular company. You can ask for an equity of that particular company. If you are really good at coding, you can ask for equity. And if you ask for equity for that particular company, it means that you will now be part of the shareholding and the part of the initial guys who actually kind of founded that particular company. So to make it simpler, if I'm creating a blockchain product, and I require your services as a programmer, and you find that this project is worth, and you want to like have an equity in that project because you really want to, that is another way of like creating wealth or generating wealth. So you become a part of that project. So even if you leave that project and you go focus on other projects, you will still be part of that project. You will still be earning from that project, and that is something that people are not like taught in school, because you kind of become now a shareholder to that particular project. So the moment the project rises, or the moment the project makes a lot of money, you are able to have a share of that company. Yeah. So I don't know if you have watched something called the startup, or not the startup, but Silicon Valley. Yeah, I would really recommend. Yeah. Yes.
In that case, I think it will be better you collect your money once you are done with the contract than to invest, because you have to look at what is you have to look at things on the long run.
Yeah.
Supposing
The
after the contract, the company fold up or something happen, there's a
there are projects for me something like Ubricoin. Okay, for now it's something which that is not doing well, but I know I've kind of invested a lot of my time in creation of that coin, and I know with the new update coming up, I'll be able to like have a better share. I'll be able to like, so I'm thinking, I'm talking about the projects that you really see that this project can really pick up. Yeah, the project has potential of picking up. Like there was a developer who created Uniswap, who was part of the Uniswap community. So he was just lighting code and pushing because Uniswap was open source. So he was writing code and pushing the code during his free time. And then later on, it went all the way to being full-time coding on Uniswap. So he was able to receive a lot of money when the funding of Uniswap, when Uniswap was funded. And most of this blockchain, most of this blockchain organization are paying, they are paying people a lot of money. So for like a certain job that I there was a guy who was looking for a smart contract developer with at least 2 to 3 years of not 3 to 5 years of experience, and the amount of pay or the starting salary for a blockchain developer was at 10,000 USD. That is roughly like 1 million Kenya shillings. And you see, you can either be paid if the company is paying you well. You can either be paid so that you do your job and then go your ways. But if it's a startup and you see that this startup has a potential, you can ask for equity. There was a company that I was working for in that is in Nigeria, and one of the agreement we had with them was the company has potential. Even up to date, we normally talk with the CEO. I was working for it in December, August, from November, January to Feb, until when I realized most of my time was being consumed while I was working for the company. So the arrangement that we had was they will pay me the moment we do the launching of the application. They will pay me like they will start paying me like 800 Kenya 800,000 Kenya shillings once the company goes into the market. And at the same time, I will be able to be part of the shareholders, or the initial guys who are part of the who are part of the development. So that is the kind of arrangement that you would be able to make, because you are, remember, the same time you are also trying to create value for yourself. Yeah, the moment you start creating a blockchain project, you want to create value for yourself. You want to create value for your knowledge. Yeah, you want to monetize your knowledge. So that's how most of these developers do, like these guys. So this Ivan on Tech is part of this project Monalysis. And then this guy Gregory is part of he teaches blockchain. He has DAP University, and he also during his other times he's creating smart contracts, and he does that. So if a project has potential to boom and to burst, he ask you can be able to weigh a project. Yeah, there are those projects, then the ones you are like, these guys don't even know the potential of their company, and then you leave them aside. Yeah, so that's how I'm also doing. I'm trying to evaluate, and yeah, but as we continue in this class, and as I learn from you, especially I learn from you, especially the trading part, I may switch to trading full time. Yeah, so these are some of the companies, all recruiters. They may offer you services, and not services, but employment opportunities, especially here in Africa. So here in Africa, we really have less Web3 developers, and yeah, so there is a big opportunity. So you can hear the starting salaries for different blockchain developers. So for Silicon Valley, it's around 100. I'll share a list of the different payment. Yeah, but sometimes it's not always about the pay, the money. Sometimes it's not always about the money, but the solution that you're providing. Because yeah, so
I never knew developing was that good.
yeah, development is really sweet. That's where money is. Yeah, that's where money is, and that's where money is, and that's where a lot of potential is. Yeah.
Because I feel like nowadays, since I joined this class, I think my trading is becoming better because I'm looking at most of these trading aspects from the fundamentals, like from the blockchain perspective.
Yeah.
I'm able to do analysis of which I think for you, once you learn trading, you can be getting 90% profits, considering you understand it from the basics of how it works.
Yeah. Yeah. So I might have been sitting on my
Yeah, true. Because I think for the past 1 month, I am able, like, I'm seeing things differently.
Yeah. That is really awesome, because yeah, that is really awesome, because it means that we are doing something, or I'm doing something at the same time. Yeah. So yeah, I will try and see how I can be able now to start trading, because sometimes I feel like sometimes if I do a lot of trading, I feel like I'm using a lot of time. But yeah, I can try getting back to trading and see how. Yeah. So yeah, we will meet at Binance. Tutapatana huko Binance.
And how do we earn this? You said you earned 3F as a reward. How do we earn such?
That's where I'm telling you that development is the reason why I'm focused more on being part of a project and developing, because that's how you are able to like earn rewards. So for this there is these have a lot of tabs. Gitcoin, yeah. So this is Gitcoin, and Gitcoin was the one actually who offered me that reward, and I was able to convert it into ETH. So they have quests. They normally have quests. So this one is something that I wanted to do. It's a Gecko or CoinGecko quest. I wanted to do this one as an attempt, but also apart from quests, they do have hackathons or communities. So you can join a community, not a community, they call them tribes. So you can join a tribe, and so this is the first way you can earn ETH. You can find ways to earn ETH by doing something. So building open source public good projects, and that matters. Projects that really matters, that are helping communities, that are helping humanity. And then you can learn. Find ways to learn. You can also learn what we are doing, and then you can connect with teams, and you can connect with a team of builders, and see what exciting open source project you can be able to create. Then you can, if you are a VC and you you have a lot of money, you can actually fund a project. So if you want to fund a project, you can fund a project, or you can also create your project to be funded. Yeah. Then for earning such rewards and earning such amount of ETH, you need to be part of you can either do bounty hunting. So bounty hunting is a way to find bugs in codes, especially if there is a re-entrancy guard or an overflow error in a particular smart contract. You can do bounties, and then there is hackathons. So hackathons, I started participating in hackathons after I lost my job in 2020, and I decided now I need to like try hackathons, because some of these hackathons I realized I can be able. So, and I've actually gotten good at doing hackathons and also pitching. So you need to come up with a project, create a pitch, and you are able to participate in different hackathons. So you just build cool stuff in Web3. And then there is grants. You can do grants for funding your open source platform. So currently I'm trying to write a proposal on grant. I don't know if let me see if I can share. So this is what this is a curriculum that I'm trying to develop, and if you are available, we can actually collaborate in developing this. So it's a curriculum that I'm trying to develop about fintech and zero blockchain, and what it really involves, and how you can actually create a blockchain, a fintech solution. And these are another proposal for African developers, local developers strategy for Africans. And yeah, so these are, it's still I wasn't supposed to talk about it, but yeah, so that is how you actually get. And that's why I'm saying that when you are investing in a project, it's also it's good to weigh the potentiality or the potential of a project, and see how far this project can be able to like lies, can it explode, because if you there is the stages of adoption, and there is the early majority, and early majority really gets a lot from blockchain. So if you adopt any technology at the early stages, you are able to like get a leap, a great leap on it. Yeah. So yeah, those are some of the ways that you can be able to earn a lot. So so I also wanted to show you some of my, so this is my hackathons history. It's my hackathon history. And then there is this other one called DevFolio. So DevFolio is also a place where you can be able to participate for hackathons. There are various categories. You can take a look at which category really fits you, and see which one you can be able to participate with, and see what you can be able to, yeah. So, and then there is also Neon frontier participation. So like this one for Neon, yeah, dev post for Neon, somebody actually asked me if I could participate for the Neon hackathon. they asked me if I could be able to participate, because they wanted, you see, the participant were less than 1,000. They were less than 1,000, and the number of projects which were submitted were less than 10. They were less than 10, and you see the prizes that were to be won. So this the amount of or the number of the amount of prize that was to be won, and it ended in July 12th. So yeah, that's why I'm saying that when you are participating, when you are investing in a project, you are able to like get a lot of good deals, and also you are able to like get opportunities. Yeah. So so I hope to see you in one or some of these hackathons and some of this community. So this one of the best hackathon I actually participated. This one I was accepted, but I haven't actually done anything. This was the ETH Denver Colorado Jam that was in 2021. And this we were able to like win different prizes. Able to win different prizes, and these are some of the guys who are within the team. So we were able to like win $3,000, and then we subdivided the bounty among ourselves. Yeah. And yeah,
I think I'd like to be part of it, or to do something with you, or just watch, maybe do a session as we do something. Maybe I can learn something.
okay. So there is also an upcoming event that is Cello Camp. Cello Camp. So there is this Cello has always have an accelerated boot camp where you can this time it's opening the registration for batch 4. I'm thinking of not applying, but at the same time I feel like if I don't apply I will lose a lot, but I can apply. So these are some of the guys who like this one is Maria, who is the co-founder and chairwoman of Chat Boost, and she's a venture capitalist, and she's looking to like finance projects. This one is Jane from Winkos Voice. I know you know the Winkos Vent twins. So they were paid, and they invested in they were paid by Mark Zuckerberg, and they invested in creating the Winkos Voice capital. So they are also venture capitalists, and they invest in blockchain. So some of these we have had personal talks with them, and some of them are venture capitalists, and they are the ones who sponsor the Cello Camp, and you can be able to like find an investor, somebody who can be able to accelerate your company. So this one is Jason. Jason is the one who is in charge of the builder community, and he's the one who is helping me to like the proposal for developers community here in Africa. And then this is Josh. He's the guy who is behind the DApp in the Cello ecosystem. And then there is Jadel. He's also a developer. So we have actually interacted with them, and yeah. So yeah, that's how you can be able to like be able to earn a lot when you are creating a solution. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't really mean that you must be a developer, because in Cello blockchain there is they have like 4 categories. So whether you are a builder, whether you like exploring, let me show you the other zero.org. So the Zero Alliance provide whether you are a doer, a builder, and whether you are a dreamer. Whether you are a dreamer, you can be part of the Zero. You can be part of the Zero motive, Zeroverse. Yeah, so yeah, so they have they normally have that slogan whereby you can whether you are a developer, you can also be a validator. You can be a validator node. There is a lot of opportunity. So for like these careers, career jobs, Zero has most of these careers are well paid. They are well paid. The moment if you are creating money, then it means that you will be able to get, you see, they normally have, this one is for engineers, then we have for business and operations and accounting and finance, we have product manager, and yeah, and if you take a look at one of them, you will see the job description, and it's a job that will have a lot of you will get bonus in terms of cryptocurrency. And you see, these are the tools that we are using. We will be using to create dApps. So whether you know Trafo, Ganache, Hard Hat, if you know smart contracting, Solidity, and associated tools, you will be good. We will be good. Yeah. So yeah. And yeah. So there is a lot of opportunity. So that also reminds me something that we'll be having one of our guest lectures. I'll be inviting him on Thursday, because Thursday will be perfect. Yeah, so Thursday I will invite him. He's the ecosystem lead here in Kenya, so we get to know him a lot, and he will talk a lot about the different opportunities that are available in the space. Yeah. So we were talking about Ethereum mooning, and one is because Ethereum has a lot of utility, and also with the new changes to proof of stake and reduction in the gas price, definitely Ethereum will be mooning, unless people will start dumping. But I'm waiting. If they start dumping, it will be better for us, because we will have, yeah. So yes,
I say if they start dumping, you start picking.
yeah, we will buy the dip. So yeah, it's all about utility, and the more a coin has a utility, the more variable it becomes. So we were looking at expectations, and we say that there is no relationship between the value of the token and the current state of the company's valuation. So on the other hand, for security token, they have to be tied on the company's value is tied to the token, or the token's value is tied directly to the company's valuation. Yeah. So then we have scam potentiality, or scam potential. And since they are relatively unregulated, there is a lot of scammers, and we have actually experienced this. People creating a scam. There was somebody who actually fished our site a while back, and the scammers are very dangerous, and they are very daring. So I remember when we because one of the rules CMC, so that your coin can get listed, you must have a community on Telegram. So we created a community on Telegram, and then we created kind of an airdrop, but the airdrop the person who created the airdrop, there is a lot of things that you need to consider when you are also looking at holder or creating a community, because you just don't get a community from outside. So one of the mistake Ubricoin did was to do an airdrop for international people, but the project is actually based for Africans. So the airdrop was supposed to be for African communities instead for so most people who hold Ubricoin, most of them are Philippines, are from Asia. So you see, the coin is meant for African community, and is meant to actually eradicate diseases and create a biomed city here in Africa, but the holders of the coins are in Asia. So as much as you really need a community, you will now, that's where fake community or artificial numbers of holders are created, because I would say that is an artificial number of holders, because they really don't know the utility or the use case of that particular coin. Because yeah, so I was talking about scammers, and one of the things that really happened when we started the Telegram group was they went and started our website, and they saw the lead developers and the team, and one of the guys or the lady, I don't know whether she was a lady or a gentleman. He created an account calling herself one of the lady who wrote the white paper for Ubricoin, and she okay, I will use she, cause that was the name she was using. She started contacting us and telling us there is a problem with the Ubricoin smart contract. We should give him the owner's address and something like that. And that's when I realized that the name was it was supposed to be Susan, but it was Susan with a Z, and that's when I realized that this guy was scamming me. And I had to block the chat immediately. And yeah, the best thing is that Susan, we were with Susan in the office, and I was able to like ask, and I was able to like act very quick. So utility tokens or coins that has a lot of utility, they have a lot of scams, and scammers have been known to create bogus ICOs and tokens just to make some quick money and leave. So the same guy, I think it was the same guy, he had actually cloned our website and created a fake ICO, and people are sending ETH to him so that they can get Ubricoin. And then we have to tell people to our community that we don't do that. We will announce our ICO officially in our official YouTube channel or our official channels. Yeah, and so that is the shortcomings also of in Vitalik's the ETHCC. You will also see some of the shortcomings of the current social medias. So they are full of scam, they are full of misinformation. There is also a lot of misreading information. And if we can actually come up with a blockchain solution for a decentralized social media, then we can have information that really is educational information. Yeah, because they're especially for something like COVID, I feel like people have been misled in such. Yeah. So another difference, the good thing about security token is that they are heavily regulated, and the chances of security being a scam is impossible in finance. Yeah, so as you have seen, some of these coins are not popular, like Polymath, the SIA Fund, and Blockchain Capital, and Science Blockchain. So they are not that popular, and they are not easy to scam because they are regulated by the SEC. So regulation status for ICOs is relatively unregulated, since it is pretty tough to create regulation for ICOs. Then the company and investors must comply with the Howey test. So that is it on utility versus security token. And we have been able to see the types of coins and the types of tokens that are outside or are out there in the blockchain. And we have seen at the properties and of utility tokens, the three tenants, that is a role, features, and purpose of a token. Role, it must have a role, and it must have a features, and it must have a purpose. So always remember this when you really want to consider a particular token. Look at the role, the feature, and the purpose of that particular coin. And so we have actually used a lot of time, and I wanted us to do one practical, but tomorrow we will do that. We'll actually start with a practical, if that's okay. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, we can have a consensus. We can have a consensus. We start with the practical section first, and then we dive into theory, because today we have used a lot of time.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay. So yeah. So any question, comment, or observation or concern or something? Yeah. Or a comment or something, or yeah, or a piece of your is it mind or thought? Yeah.
So as we are right now, just a fresher. Can we join the community?
Which community?
Like GitHub, all these CLab.
Oh yeah. I'll actually ask some. There is a group called Zero Community. It's most of the participants are from Africa, so you can join Zero Community or Solidity. There is also Solidity, and also there is so Solidity Africa. So this one you can be able to like participate. This one is more on they communicate on things on Solidity, ETH, and Africa. Then we have another one called Zero Africa. So I'll ask the admin to add you. And then there is also Cryptocurrency Academy. There I will be able to add you. I'll be able to add you. I'm an admin there, so I'll be able to add you. Then there is, I think I'm in those two three groups, because the others are more of developers, web 2 developers. Web 2 developers groups are many. Yeah, but for the Zero community, I will be able to add you there, because I believe there I have there I have a lot of at least there I know I'm an ambassador there, and we can be able to do great things together.
Can you involve us in a project you're working in? Maybe we'll be tuko nyuma.
Okay.
We'll see what exactly happens in a real job.
Okay. So I think I can participate in one. There is a class that I'll be attending, and I'll be learning how to structure a business, a startup, and yeah, I think I can involve you guys. I can involve you guys in one of the hackathons. Yeah, so I think I will have to apply for the Zero Camp then. Yeah, I will do so. I'll do so, and then yeah, we can actually do a lot, and then we see how we can yeah, so that we can even have a chance to do a pitch, and yeah, interesting. This is awesome. I like the spirit. Yeah, so I will apply for the Zero Camp, and then we can yeah, we can do together. And then the other class that I'll be attending, they are giving a chance alumni to actually participate for a hackathon that is it's not related to blockchain. It's not related to blockchain, but once you go through their training as an entrepreneur, they give you a chance to actually participate on an alumni kind of a hackathon, where you have a chance to pitch your business idea to the organization, and then you are awarded. Normally they give we had a call today with them, and they were saying that they normally fund projects, and also they also give after winning, or after your pitch or your project has been able to win, the award is normally 10,000 USD, and I think it's something that we can also participate and see. Yeah, apart from the Zero Camp, we can also participate on the same. Yeah, so that's something we can do, and yeah. So yeah, so that is the aftermath. I think that will be the aftermath of this class, because the Zero Camp is starting on 24th August. It will be open for 24th August, and our class will be kind of ending on next week. Next week will be our final class. Oh man, yeah, it will be like our final Friday or Monday, so we can extend maybe to up to Tuesday. Yeah, like two extra lessons, and up to Tuesday, if that will be okay. Yeah, I'll talk with Duncan and see if we can extend it with 2 days. Yeah, because yeah, if that's okay. Yeah.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, awesome. So that's what we are talking about, will be the aftermath of the class, and be able to experience the real world, and also be able to pitch. Yeah, this is awesome. Nice. Yeah, so we have a lot of opportunities, and we have a lot of things we can be able to do together, and let's actually build Africa for a better Africa. Yeah, so Awesome. Yeah. So have a great night and enjoy the rest of your evening, and goodbye. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You too.
Yeah. So yeah, see you tomorrow, and yeah.
Yeah, bye.